From heart-stopping cryptid lurkers to fascinating animal encounters in the wild, and even footage of an unsettling ghost attack, if you're intrigued by the world of the unexplained, you're in for an extraordinary adventure as we explore each mysterious capture. A viewer sent me this photo saying that their motion detection camera photographed a cryptid that they believe is a form of werewolf. At first, they thought it is just a normal wolf passing by, but on closer inspection, things are different. Just take a closer look at paws. 3 appear normal, but look at the one raised. I don't know about you, but all the dogs and wolves I have seen have paws ending with some claws. This thing appears to have elongated fingers, as if it is the deformed hand of a human. But that is not all. Look at its face. It almost looks as if it does not have a snout, almost as if we are looking at a humanoid face. Especially the teeth. They are not sharp as we'd expect in a wolf. They appear to be human-like. I have no idea whether this is a camera glitch, a deformed wolf, or truly a werewolf. What do you think? This video was taken at a construction site where a trail camera caught something huge and eerie hiding in the woods. When I first looked at this video, I thought it's from a movie series. But I checked, and apparently this is actually supposed to be real. In the video, a construction worker is using an excavator to level the ground. But what's moving in the background? There's a massive dark figure lurking there. This figure is really wide, and it appears to be covered in thick, dark fur. After lurking for a while, this creature starts to move. What's really scary is that the worker operating the excavator didn't seem to notice the lurking beast. He was focused on his tasks. Considering all the details, this massive creature looks more like an adult Bigfoot to me. But I can be wrong, and this can be all fake. What do you think? Riding your quad bike on a forest trail can be a super fun and exciting adventure, but sometimes, as this video shows, the fun can quickly turn into a scary experience. The rider was cruising along on his quad bike with his GoPro recording the journey. At first, everything seemed calm and normal, just the typical forest scenery. However, as the rider ventured a little deeper into the woods, he spotted something dark up ahead, resembling a bear. When he saw this bear-like creature, the rider got really nervous and revved up his quad bike to get out of there fast. Upon closer examination of the video, we can see that this creature does look somewhat like a bear, but there's something strange about it. It's tall, and its posture is more like a human's. What's even more unsettling is that this creature seemed to be waiting there for the rider to approach. It's hard to imagine what might have happened if the rider had decided not to speed away. Spotting a Bigfoot is thrilling and can give you quite a scare, but encountering a cryptid humanoid is like something out of a bad nightmare. This video is said to have been found on a trail camera in the Appalachian Mountains. In the video, we can see a field, but it's mostly dark in the distance. Only the part illuminated by the trail camera's flashlight is visible. After a while, something enters the frame. This creature is deeply unsettling. It looks like a naked, hunched-over human. It's moving on all fours and appears very skinny. Its walk is slow, but the way it moves could certainly give viewers nightmares. From its appearance and humanoid characteristics, I think it might be a skinwalker. But it could also be a rake, as they're known for this type of body appearance. What do you think it was? Trail cameras are really cool because they capture footage we can't easily see in the forest ourselves, mainly for safety reasons. In this trail camera video, we get to see something truly fascinating. There are about 7 of them in this pack. At first, it seems like they're fighting, even aggressively attacking one of their own. But then something startles them, and they all quickly retreat in fear. This video provides a glimpse into how these animals protect each other, within a pack and how they react when faced with sudden threats. Truck driving is a tough job because you're responsible for transporting valuable cargo safely. Sometimes, these valuable shipments attract groups of people, and I mean a lot of people. In this video, from a truck's dashboard camera, the truck is traveling on a narrow, one-way road. Suddenly, from the sides of the road, a bunch of people start climbing over the barriers. In an instant, it seems like there's a whole crowd of these people. They try to get into the truck and start throwing rocks and whatever they have. They even block the road with big tree branches. However, I might be mistaken, but I think the driver fired a warning shot from his gun, which scared off the group, and they scattered. This gave the driver a chance to hit the gas and drive over the branches. The driver deserves credit for keeping things safe and under control and making smart decisions in such a challenging situation. Crawl spaces under houses can be a popular hiding spot for all sorts of creatures. But if a fearsome beast finds its way in there, you'll need to figure out a way to keep it out. In this video, a homeowner noticed that his dog was too scared to go outside. To find out what was going on, he checked his yard first. But then he heard some noise coming from the crawl space beneath his house. When he investigated, he discovered a big black bear resting under there. This bear is massive and seems pretty angry. It looks like the bear might be a new neighbor seeking shelter from the hot sun, but it's a potentially dangerous situation for everyone involved. Hopefully, they were able to safely remove the black bear without harming themselves or the bear. It's important not to leave your car unlocked, and after watching this video, you'll understand why. This video was taken from a home security camera, and in it, we can see a car with a big bear cub approaching it. The bear cub is hungry and thinks there might be something to eat inside the car. The cub casually stands on its hind legs against the car, opens the door, and climbs inside. The bear starts searching inside, and that's when the homeowner, a woman, comes over to the car. As she gets closer and looks inside, she's surprised to see this bear chilling inside. Scared, she tries to lock the bear inside the car, but the bear resists. The woman gets scared and starts screaming as she runs back into her house. Her scream also startles the cub, and it starts running too. After the woman gets inside her house, the bear cub continues its search, now focusing on the basket the woman dropped. I am not sure how often this happens to people, but seeing this is personally a first for me. And to be honest, I'd have no idea how to react if I was in the same situation. Do I just run away? Do I fight off the bear to make sure my car is fine? Bicycles might not be the safest way to travel, especially on forest trails where you have no protection from potential threats. In this video from a trail bike rider's GoPro camera, we see the rider traveling along a snowy forest trail. As he approaches a turn, he notices some dogs barking and rushing towards him. Concerned, the rider stops, and we can also hear a kid who is responsible for the dogs yelling at the rider, telling him not to move because the dogs see him as a potential threat.
Okay. Get your dogs off me! Get your dogs off me! Jesus Christ!
Despite the kids yelling, the dogs attack the rider. He tries to defend himself using his bike and his hands, but gets bitten by one of the dogs. The kid's father arrives to help, but it takes some time for them to control the dogs. After this scary experience, the biker is really shocked, feeling frightened and exhausted. It was a truly terrifying situation for the biker, as he had to fend off 3 attacking dogs, with just his bike as a defense. This video is from TikTok, where a girl is doing a popular dance trend. While she's dancing, her closet in the background opens slightly on its own. Out of that closet, something darts out. This creature looks strange, and not like a typical squirrel. Its tail resembles a squirrel's, but the rest of its body is unusual. What's even more unsettling is how this small creature managed to easily open a sliding closet door. And why was it in the closet in the first place? After it runs out, it disappears, which is strange because if it wanted to escape, we'd expect to see it again. The girl also didn't hear anything as she was dancing. Whatever it was, I'm sure the comments on the girl's video will be filled with people discussing it. Some people believe in the concept of living in a matrix, where occasional glitches can happen. One such glitch was caught on a security camera. In the footage, we see a driveway, and suddenly, a sparrow appears on the scene. The strange thing is, it seems to be flying without flapping its wings, almost like it has some kind of levitating superpower. However, there's a logical explanation for this. The bird is flapping its wings so rapidly that the camera's frames can't keep up with its movement. It's all about the camera's frames matching the speed of the bird's wing flaps. What's really cool is how the bird seems to say hello to the camera while floating in mid-air, making the whole thing quite fascinating. When we think of scary animals, lions, bears, and crocodiles often come to mind. But have you ever seen a moose and how huge they can be? A moose can grow to a shoulder width of 1.4 to 2.4 meters, which is incredibly massive. In this video, there's a massive adult moose sitting casually, and there's a person trying to get the moose to stand up. The moose eventually stands and stretches for a bit. The person then takes out a camera to record the moose. As the moose is stretching, suddenly, it turns toward the person and starts charging at him. The person screams and drops to the ground. Upon seeing this, the moose stops charging and retreats. This interesting strategy saved the person's life, and it teaches us what to do if a moose decides to chase us. Simply drop down and scream. As kids, we were all captivated by werewolf stories, but as adults, we know they were just stories and not real. However, this video seems to suggest something different. In the video, we see the body of an animal that looks dog-like and appears to have been in a road accident. This creature has a wide open mouth with sharp teeth, resembling a predator. Its ears are pointed like a wolf's, and the entire face seems like a mix of a rat and a dog. But when we look at its lower body, it takes on a more humanoid appearance, with human-like legs and big, muscular hands. It could be a real-life werewolf, but it's also possible that it's an art-made replica of a werewolf created for use in a movie. Regardless of what it is, it's an eerie and unsettling sight. This video is from a security camera placed in the stairwell of an apartment complex. In the video, we see 2 friends casually walking down the stairs. As they approach a turn, something suddenly attacks one of the friends. We can see a dark figure on the young man, seemingly grabbing onto him tightly. The boy does his best to fight back and free himself, but the dark figure's grip is strong. His friend also rushes to help, and together, they manage to break free and retreat, running back up the stairs. As they ascend, the ghostly entity also disappears. It's truly a terrifying sight to witness this spirit or entity attacking the young man. It makes you wonder what might have happened if the poor boy had been alone in that situation. Bald eagles are skilled predators, especially when hunting small creatures like chicks and fish. However, when it comes to crabs, things take an unexpected turn. In this video, a bald eagle lands on a stone in the ocean and grabs something from the water. It's a crab, but this crab isn't going down without a fight. The crab resists fiercely, targeting the eagle's face and eyes. The eagle, feeling the pinch and the attacks, gets startled and falls into the water, struggling to break free. The crab is relentless, holding onto the eagle's mouth and eyes. The eagle, desperately trying to escape, ends up getting submerged in the water. Fortunately, the video ends there, so we don't know if the eagle made it out all right. One thing's for sure, that crab will have one incredible story to share with its fellow crabs down below. Spotting cryptids and Bigfoots in the forest and woods can be intriguing, but things get really unsettling when these beings start showing up at your house windows. This video captures a house window, and outside we see a cryptid lurking. This cryptid appears to be peering inside, perhaps trying to see what it can find. It has bare skin, an alien-like head, but its overall body looks somewhat humanoid. What makes this video truly scary is that the homeowner was watching all of this from the darkness. The cryptid seemed unaware of the homeowner's presence and appeared to be desperately looking for a way into the house. I hope that the cryptid eventually gave up and left, but if it didn't, I can't even imagine what might have happened next. This sighting was certainly a cue for the owner to consider changing the property, given the presence of cryptid stalkers. This video, from the Amma Media channel, feels like it's straight out of a horror movie. In this home security camera footage, we see a view of a street at night. After a few seconds, a figure emerges from across the street. This figure appears humanoid but moves in a strange and unsettling manner. It resembles a woman with long hair, bent backward, and walking on all fours. The creature is crawling slowly and seems like it's searching for something or someone. Imagine yourself as a homeowner living in that area, opening your house door and encountering this eerie being crawling towards you. Locals who have seen this video claim that it's a witch performing some kind of ritual in their village, but there isn't enough evidence to confirm that theory yet. According to urban legend, the Goatman is a creature that appears as a goat-human hybrid. It's often associated with mysterious canine deaths and said to seek refuge in deep, dark caves. In this video, we see the view of a deep cave entrance, and there's a figure standing there. At first glance, it looks like a goat, but as we look lower, the body appears more human. This Goatman seems to be challenging the person recording to enter the cave, as if it's staking a claim on its territory. However, upon noticing the camera, the Goatman tries to hide and peeks from a distance. Additionally, there are ritualistic writings on the cave entrance wall, which may be related to the summoning of this enigmatic creature. What do you think about this mysterious encounter? This video is from Mexico, and during a car wash, the car owner captured what appears to be a ghostly image. In the video, a cleaner is busy cleaning the car's window, while the car owner sits inside, recording. As the camera pans to the left, a ghostly figure can be seen standing on a low wall in front of them. Surprisingly, the driver and passenger inside the car don't seem to notice the figure at that moment, but it's clearly visible in the video. This figure was dressed like a traditional ghost and had the appearance of a female ghost. There's a possibility that this could be a reflection from inside the car, as there were other reflections like the dashboard. But if it's not a reflection, the car owner might want to keep an eye out for any unusual occurrences. This trail camera video captured a heartwarming and adorable scene. In the video, we see a cute wolf pup who appears to be separated from its mother and is howling to call her. The pup's howl is incredibly endearing. As it howls, its calls are answered by other wolves, likely its siblings or mother from a distance. The way this pup howls is both charming and wholesome, and watching its little paws as it walks on the ground is truly a captivating sight. I hope that this pup was able to reunite with its mother quickly, and that they are now happily back together. This video originates from Canada, and in it, we see a distant mountain. However, on one of the mountains, there's a dark, tall figure engaged in some activity. This figure is notably large and towering, easily comparable to the surrounding trees. Its body shape and standing posture appear quite human-like, and it's covered in a thick black fur coat, which might initially suggest a bear. However, its upright posture is more reminiscent of a human. The uploader of this video claims it to be a sighting of the legendary Bigfoot, and from the video, it does bear a resemblance to Bigfoot. Nevertheless, without a closer look or more substantial evidence, we can't say for certain. For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.